Hello, welcome back to another Friday and another edition of our Heartland Journals 3 in 3, Volume 25. Have you heard them all? Tell me in the comments your thoughts. I run down the 3 stories of the week the mainstream media either forgot to tell you or ignored in about 3 minutes, or as fast as I can. Let's go. Number 1. Trump says he will issue executive order to get voter ID requirements before midterms. President Donald Trump said he will introduce an executive order on the topic shortly. Trump has advocated for a national voter ID requirement and a national ban on non-citizen voting. The House this week advanced voter ID legislation, but it would not clear the Senate. Does anything ever clear the Senate? The SAFE Act is a major GOP-led proposal aiming to require proof of citizenship for federal election registration. It passed the House. They can't find 60 senators to do it, much less 50 Republicans. The Senate is a problem. Did you know 26 Republican senators have a C or below Liberty score? No wonder nothing gets done. Senator from Utah, Mike Lee, said in an X post, "We've got 49 Senate sponsors of the Save America Act and at least one more, Senator Collins from Maine, who supports it all of a sudden and up for re-election this year. That takes us to 51. We now have enough votes to pass a motion to proceed to the House-passed bill, even without any additional votes, with Vice President Vance breaking the tie." We'll see Senator Lee. You also need to have a talking filibuster to only need 50 votes. We'll be watching the House that never dies, because only 1/3 of its membership is up for re-election every 2 years, ensuring continuity and Grelock. Number 2 story the big guys won't tell you anywhere else. A recent article by Natalie Winters in the AmericanConservative.com gave us a preview of the upcoming Farm Bill in Congress. She said, "The cliche holds that China plans in decades, while America plans in election cycles. Increasingly, though, our thinking seems to stop even sooner, around the length of a crop cycle. Not as an agricultural policy, but as a governing instinct. Soybeans are a solid proxy for how the United States deals with China. Small, transactional, immediately legible wins pitched as strategic breakthroughs. A shipment resumes, a statistic ticks up, a headline declares progress. Meanwhile, Beijing quietly continues accumulating long-term advantages. Take the most recent win. China resumes U.S. soybean purchases, and the headlines dutifully follow. But the underlying data tells a different story. Even after this supposed thaw, U.S. soybean exports to China remain down roughly 99% from historical levels. Despite all the hype, China is on track to register its lowest share of U.S. soybean exports since 2002. The soybean theory rests on a simple insight. America evaluates success through events, while China evaluates success through positioning. We ask whether something happened. They ask whether something became permanent. China doesn't need to win negotiations. It shapes the environment in which negotiations occur. That means controlling inputs, bottlenecks, and systems that persist regardless of who occupies office in Washington. This pattern is not new. It is how U.S.-China diplomacy has operated for decades. Thank you, Ms. Winters. Soybean futures in the U.S. extended their rally to $11.15 per bushel in February, the highest in 2 months, and up from their 5-year low of $9 in August 2024, or up 22%. Last story, number 3. Things are getting heated in D.C. Nancy Mace demands Pam Bondi appear before Congress for monitoring lawmakers' Epstein files searches. Rep. Nancy Mace, Republican from South Carolina, who also became the 5th GOP candidate to enter the 2026 South Carolina governor's race last August, led a new charge on Friday morning, demanding Bondi testify before the House Oversight Committee while raising concern about Bondi's appearance before the House Judiciary Panel. During the hearing, a photographer captured an image of Bondi with a document appearing to show Rep. Pramila Jayapal's searches on the Epstein files. In the Judiciary Committee, she had a folder open, and you saw an image of a search history of a member of Congress in the software in the database, Mace said in an interview. Why is the Attorney General carrying around a folder of the search histories of members of Congress who only simply want the truth? She should answer for that. And I think she should come before the Oversight Committee, because I have a lot of tough questions, Mace said. Other revelations were, LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman has been under renewed scrutiny in early 2026 following the release of new documents related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. As of February 2026, Hoffman has admitted to more meetings with Epstein than he previously acknowledged. Have you deleted your LinkedIn account over this? Let me know in the comments. In December 2016, Microsoft completed its acquisition of LinkedIn for $26.2 billion in cash, marking one of the largest acquisitions in the company's history. The Gates Foundation was launched in 2000, 16 years prior. Mark Sussman, the foundation's chief executive, said he feels sullied by its association with Epstein, as he seeks to manage the fallout from the sex offender's interactions with its chair, Bill Gates. The comment came in response to staff concerns about potential knock-on damage from Gates' involvement with Epstein after the 2008 conviction for soliciting sex from a minor. The Gates Foundation has become a leading funder of global health efforts, including a gender equality division focused on women and girls in Africa and South Asia. Melinda French Gates has said her ex-husband, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, being named in new files relating to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, dredged up painful times in my marriage. She told an NPR podcast she felt unbelievable sadness, and that whatever questions remain needed to be answered by those named in the records, including her ex-husband. I am so happy to be away from all the muck, she said. The couple divorced in 2021. That's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. For stories like these and more, check out heartlandjournal.com and our Substack, TikTok, X, and Facebook. Just give us your email address and we'll deliver to your inbox for free. Thanks for doing it. Mainstream media won't. See you next week for another Heartland Journals 3 and 3, a little more than 3. Glory to God. If you like what you see, check our hats and shirts at heartlandjournal.com. Get yours now.